While I think I should start with the most important question. What are you binge watching?
Um, that's a tricky question because I don't binge watch. I mostly just watch documentaries, and so I mean, if a documentary comes in the form, like there was a fantastic OJ doc a few years ago.
Hmm.
If a doc comes in the form of many episodes, then I'm likely to watch more than I should for my own good. My boyfriend's favorite series used to be The Sopranos, and I'd never watched it because, well, for part of that, I was very busy doing my own TV show, and I just never got around to it. And so we've been watching slowly, very, very slowly, starting with episode 1 of The Sopranos, and watching that.
That'll take you a while.
Yeah,
And if
we may be in lockdown a while.
yeah, you actually have 3 kids at home, right?
I do have 3 kids. They're
Yeah.
they're not with me at the minute.
So you haven't had gotten to experience the joy of that promotion from mom to school teacher?
No, I haven't. But both of my kids are vulnerable, and so they are with their dad at the minute. So I Skype them and very connected to them.
So you haven't had the joy of having to relearn elementary math. That's nice for you.
Eh,
Have you actually picked up any hobbies along the way in this time in the quarantine?
no, I have been with my daughter, and we have decided to paint walls. That's kind of what we have done together, is change wall colors. And the hobby of cleaning as well, which was never a big hobby of mine in the past. What
No.
seems to have become, I've made very good friends with a new Hoover. I don't think I've ever been excited by enough plants before in my life, but that's the kind of thing that happens when you're locked indoors all the
Yes,
time.
a sign of the times,
Yeah.
absolutely. But at least everybody, wherever they may be, everybody's been healthy.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes. By the grace of God.
So let's move on to work. Work has been redefined for so many, and a lot have the luxury of working from home, obviously, as performers, and certainly in the production side, you don't always have that luxury. So has this quarantine affected production for things like The
Oh,
Crown
yes,
or
yes,
for
yes.
Sex
No, well,
Education?
not so much The Crown. The Crown was only about 2 weeks out. They
Okay.
lost about 2 weeks. Sex Education was meant to start shooting last month,
Hmm.
and so that's on hold until whenever. There are a couple of other things that I was attached to that have been pushed. Not quite sure when
Right.
till, but yeah, so everything ultimately ground to a halt. And it's
Yes.
hard to know, how, things will come back together again, because so much of production relies on people, lots of people being in small spaces for long periods of time. And even if one were to narrow it down to um, doing exterior scenes majoritively, and actors could potentially, dress themselves and adjust their own wardrobe and stuff. You do have the issue of hair makeup, which,
Right.
if you're someone like me, I'm so useless. Anything to do with a hair dryer, let alone a straightener, let alone, makeup brushes, that and I'm willing to try it, but I guarantee that my character in Sex Education will look very little like she did in the first couple seasons.